The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Ukraine against Argentina.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this lad, Pau Cubarsí, is another defender schooled in the art of total football. I mean, the strength is part of the package for any centre-back, but what marks him out is his excellent reading of the game, his confidence to go and get on the ball and link up with people further up the pitch. This guy's outstanding.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Lee Kang-in. Nicely spread. And this is Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! It's loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Vieira. Played out to the left flank. And it's Soboslai. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Dumfries. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Defending here is really tight. Pirlo. Ukraine still without a single shot on target. And it's Pirlo. Ambitious ball here. Cleared without hesitation. Bellingham. Good ball over the top. Messi. Soboslai does well to get it back. Kusanov. And it's Hullet. Lee Kang-in. Distributed tidily. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Pirlo. And Cubarsí. Searching pass he's played there. Balde spots it and intercepts. Kusanov. And it's Denzel Dumfries. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Not the most accurate pass. And it's been given away. Soboslai! Pirlo. More and more pressure on the ball here. Cocu. Veron gets on his bike and on the move. Cocu. Can he get on the end? Chance for a shot! Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Argentina have fired themselves in front.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Dumfries is in a really good position. Takes a shot! Decent chance, made possible by a very decent ball.
Well, the quality of the supply has been acknowledged. Shame, that's when the quality ended.
Koku.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time.
That could spell trouble. Kubasi. Araujo. Kubasi is always looking to break lines. And it's Koku. Araujo. Vieira. That's a little off target. And he's there to retrieve it. Koku.
There will be
That's
1
Lee
minute
Kang-in.
added time.
The final seconds now. Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Valverde. Lee Kang-in. That's the end of the first 45. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Ukraine go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, for me, Peter,
Just a
things
quick
have never
announcement.
really
We would
got
like to
going,
inform
but at
you
least
that
this will be a good
CCTV
time
is now in
to
operation
reflect
for
and
your safety.
regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So let's get the ball rolling.
Ukraine really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Kubasi. Pirlo. And it's Griezmann. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That's an imaginative pass. Now it's Thuram. He's had a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
What a pass, one that literally dropped into his path. It was asking to be finished.
Araujo, always a very imposing presence at the back. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Kubasi. And it's Pirlo. That has ended up in no man's land. And that's going right the way across. Played into space. Pass somewhat off target. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now he's got space here. Now it's Bellingham. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a searching pass. He's through here. And he's there to clear it.
Ukraine really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to...
Oh no, this does not look good. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, that's chance! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Substitution for Ukraine. Number 18.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 22. Bellingham.
Cruyff can see
Number
things
9,
others simply
Gullit.
cannot.
Coming on the field.
Looking to play him in.
Number 17.
Van Dijk gets over and intercepts.
Number 13.
Ukraine perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Johan Cruyff. Substitution in progress.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, couldn't quite catch up to that. Oh, this looks sharp. That's a good ball out wide.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Getting up there! Well taken goal. Ukraine are level. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Substitution
So a bit of
for
a revolving
Ukraine.
door here.
Number
Lots and lots of
26.
changes.
Soboslai. Number 19, Nedved. Coming on the field, number 25, Rafinha.
This
Number
is
7,
intriguing. Next
Figo.
goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Koku. That's Lee Kang-in. Pirlo. Son Heung-min. Looking for the run. Van Dijk cuts it out. Looking for options for movement. They've got to be quick to recover this. Shoots! Now, oh, that's another chance! Incredible! Just incredible! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Argentina look like they've won it,
There will be 3 minutes
but it's
at
not
a
over
time.
yet.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserved this. but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
Veron. A probing pass. Kusanov kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Knocks it into space. Spread out to the left. He has found the way through. Shapes to shoot! And that's a good finish. And right near the end, we have parity. Truly superb. A goal of such and we're done. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.